see the number 13 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the East Carolina Pirates. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. Flying down the right side. At the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, ECU.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. On the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Time to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
And here comes the offense on second down. Jackson will throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing route.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
And the Huskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. The give to the tailback. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. He'll try the left side. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. He's got it down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, running back on the move. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down to this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The Huskers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Jackson gonna throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Out of the gun, the inside give. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Smashes through. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Handoff to the lone back. Got room at the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Pirates in the hurry up. Trying to run it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Pirates.
You get down here in the red zone, you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back, he does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
And the Huskers pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Down here on the goal line, the tight end lines up inside. Defense was ready. Had him double covered, and it falls incomplete.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Offense needs a couple yards on fourth down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it big? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, defense is this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Makes his connection. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Going deep. He's got it down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Pirates will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Got a man. It's Chen. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Husker! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff to the single back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll make it first down at the 40.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence.
Looking for the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Offense getting set for first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Get it out on the screen. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. So the penalty will not be. Defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He shanked it. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable for that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. And the Pirates are in the red zone.
42 Spider.
Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The lone back's got it. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wide out in motion. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, ball's out. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Jackson will throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Takes it from the gun on third down. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Buys a little time. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw it again. Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
It's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He's looking to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, he's gonna take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Got it in the middle. It's Chad. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Now improvising. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Jackson will throw. Gets rid of it. Right on target this time. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It doesn't get much bigger than that. On the road, 4th quarter, 4th down, and you're trailing. Nothing there initially. He's able to escape by time and then go pick up the 1st with his legs.
Pocket starts to collapse. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out and you've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.